Checking things out real quick. There we go. Alright, how's my sound? How's the sound? How's the music? Music's pretty low. I'm gonna bump that a bit. Man, I love that it doesn't... I love that you can't hear that. Whenever I check it, you can't hear it in the microphone anymore. Oh my god, I should have put in that noise gate so long ago. Oh my god. Alright. Alright. Hello. My name is 10K Hours, put in the time so my art is no longer a crime. Today we're actually back to a good habit. I am actually doing... Hey. There we go. And then, oh, I need to do. And then over here, I need to update my. Sorry, I was trying not to burp. Ugh. I need to update all my stuff. Give me 1 second. I need to put me in the art category. I hate that they changed this. At least they figured out that it's not AI art. Still, everything else was being AI art, being AI art. Yes. Where's Sheila? She hasn't streamed all week. I miss her. Well, she's probably up in Canada with everybody else. It seems like literally everybody in FaZe is in Canada right now. So, you know, 'tis what 'tis, and it shall piz. Yeah. Alright. Yes, bring this. No! No, I don't want that. Actually, I do want that. Okay, here we go. What's we doing today? I have had a silly little comic bouncing around in my head for a while. And by a while, I mean like 2 days. And this is something I've been wanting to make things like this for a while, and I have in my head, and then I don't make them, and I think, oh, that'd be really funny. I should do that. But I think I just want to like start doing this because I'm only gonna. One of the things that kind of holds me back is I'm like, it's gonna take me forever to make it, and by the time I'm done, the joke is gonna be over. But I'm literally the only way I'm gonna get faster is if I just start doing them. And B, I don't really have anything else art related that I want to be making at the moment. So I want to stick with the things that, you know, I'm actually kind of excited for. And it's about Gigi and Kelly. And it's based off of this clip. Hold on, let me bring this up in OBS. 1 second. No, not that. Yay! It's based off of this clip. Hold on, let me pause the other music. Boop. Switch back over here. It's based off of this clip that's been going around, and I'm thinking about this. But yeah, let's play this real quick.
You know what? This is really silly, but for the past like 3 years or so before Justice debuted, I kind of hated the way that Mori Calliope sounded. Like every time I heard it, I just like kind of cringed and like self-loathing for whatever reason. But then
should I explain what this clip is beforehand?
And now I kind of like it when I hear people go, "Is that Mori Calliope? Mori Calliope?" I love Mori Calliope. Now I smile. Now I smile whenever I hear my own name or like read it from a fan or someone online. I feel a lot happier. It's hard to explain. It's really random and weird, but Hakos Beiruzu Koseki Biju. Is that the Grim Reaper? Mori Calliope?
Mori Calliope, Mori Calliope.
I don't know. My own name just started sounding more positive to me. It's really hard to explain. Is that a woman? I can also hear that in Gigi's voice. Mori Calliope!
Okay, so the reason being is like I've only been watching Hollow for like a year and a half, but even I can tell like, let's see, I think one of the earliest clips I saw of Callie was that she was talking about like she kind of like hit a rut where she was wondering like, what am I still doing in Hollow? I tried to find this clip, couldn't find it anywhere. So it's out there. It's like a year and a half, 2 years old at this point. So it's out there somewhere. But she was talking about how, especially with new people coming in, I think this was after Advent and before Justice. And she was like, well, I kind of see my role right now as just being like a good senpai, a good dai senpai for like all the new people coming in. And that's how she saw that as the reason why she was like still in Hollow and still doing this stuff. But I think that might have changed recently, and I think JG's might be the person that did that. So I've had a silly little comic bumping around in my head, and I want to give it a go. About good old Callie. All right. Let's see, I got my chat up. Oh, I need to turn on my other music. 1 second. Let's do this. Where did I put you? Yes, okay. We did it, fam. Okay. I'm on all the right stuff, right? Yeah, okay, there we go. Perfect. Let's actually bring Clip Studio back up. Now, I know that when you're setting up, like, your paper as it is in Clip Studio, you can specifically choose like a format that's made for like comics and things like that. I don't know how to use it. I looked at it, there was a whole bunch of borders and stuff like that. I had no idea what was going on, so I was just like, you know what? We're just not gonna deal with that. Okay, first things first I want to do is get out of the basics. Do a little quick sketch. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, I need a thicker pen for sure. What I'm thinking is, I don't know how many pages this is going to be, which is the thing. I want to have one that just kind of has Callie kind of talking to her stream, being like, yeah, I just want to be like a good senpai or whatnot. Or like, yeah, I wasn't sure what I was doing here anymore. And then like another one from a more over-the-shoulder shot with the kind of desk like right here-ish. Oh wait, hold on. I think I need to be doing. I need to be sending out tweets. So I've been doing this for like years now, and I am still just. Let's see. I have been streaming to just myself for maybe a year now. Red Narrow Bird and some other people will hop in every once in a while, but that's about it. It's mostly just me most of the time, and I kind of want to change that. Twitter's so fun. Anyways, I kind of want to change that because I got some things I want to do. got some things that I would want to do, but they all require me to kind of expand what I'm doing here. So I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to reach out. I'm trying to do more art and at least make sure I'm practicing, at least whenever I stream. I'm trying to, let's see, I'm trying to work on little things on my stream, like the audio quality. I spent about an hour or so yesterday trying to figure that out. And other things that I can do for super cheap because I ain't got any money to pump into this. Let's see, probably what I can do is, well, it might be pretty cheap and easy to do, especially in this setup, is to get a green screen. That probably help with the sound in here as well too. Maybe I could do that, and that would kind of spice things up. I'm not too... I don't really want to put chat on screen because it's just me. Also, that is annoying. Like, that light shining right in the camera is super annoying, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how to fix that. Other than changing this to be over there. But I kind of don't want to do that. Well, actually... No, it'd be the same thing, because this light's just here. I have to turn off this light and I have to get other lighting for my room. Which honestly isn't a bad idea. I might do that. Those ring lights are pretty cheap. But I want to be doing things that kind of fix this up a little bit and see if I can't get some new people in here. And kind of start building maybe a little bit of a community. Who knows? I kind of built one up a little bit in the beginning, but I didn't keep up with it very well. And also people just move on. That was back in 2023 though. I also took some time off from streaming to try to work on like anatomy and art, and it totally backfired. I didn't do it at all. Anyways, also, do you like my shirt? This is the loudest shirt I have. Got fish on it. I wore this for a family picture shoot we did about a year ago. And this shirt serves no other purpose than being for family photos and a work shirt, because at least it has a collar so I can wear it into the office. Oh god, the office. I really want another day to work in the office this week, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be some protests starting downtown tomorrow, and I just don't want to deal with the traffic, so we're working from home until I know for sure that's not happening. Alright, let me grab some things real quick. Let's see. Trying to draw a little Gigi and Mori comic today. I hope it comes out all right. And then I'm sure there's other things like I'm doing, especially fixing up my logo. I made that kind of when I first started. I was like, hey, I'm gonna challenge myself 2 hours to see if I can make a logo. Whatever I can do in that time is what I do. And I made this, and it's pretty terrible, but it is what it is. I think I might need to fix that up a bit. So we'll see. But I need to kind of sparkle things up a little bit. Alright, let's actually tweet, because actually, how many followers do I have? I have 31 followers. I think I have the same amount of followers on Twitter as I do on... Wait, do I? No, I think I have 35. Let's see, last stream. Your last stream hit a record of 2 concurrent viewers. Yep, that sounds about right. But I have hit a plateau, that is for sure. 36. I'm close. I'm so close. But maybe if I can get like 1 or 2 people from Twitter to come and check me out, things will change. Things will change. Things will change. I did get 1 person to follow me last month. When did I get... Oh, I got rated by somebody. That's another thing. I might try raiding into people, but most of the time it's literally just me. So what's the point? Anyways, well, I guess that might be the point. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Anyways, all right. Let's do this. Okay, so, and then this is more of like a back shot. Okay, no. With her door in the background. This is Callie, by the way. Callie! Yay! Alright, and then I know what I want the final frame to be. This might end up taking up 2 pages. So let's see. Yeah, or else it's gonna get a little bit too granular. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put this on 2 pages. Alright, I think that might be one of the reasons why you use the actual like page thing, so you can put these all into one file. Well, no, you don't want to put these all into one file. Because that would make it really difficult to post anywhere. Well, I guess maybe in some places, maybe not. No, because then you just put them all into one thing. You definitely want these to be separate files, for sure. Okay. Alright. Then I want this. I want this one to be more over here. Screen a little bit more off screen. E. And then the door. But there's a crack in it as Gigi's oddly scythe-shaped ahoge comes out. Let's see. And then disintegrates the door. Hold on, I'm just gonna copy some stuff. I have to redraw it. Oh, no, I'll just redraw it. I'll actually probably be faster. Callie's shocked expression. Door bits go flying. As a Hoge whips around at crazy speeds. Let's see. Gigi all stanced up. Don't forget the tail. Okay, flying around. Door bits go flying. Door bits go flying. And then... blah, all over the place. Just staring straight up like, oh my god, you see that? A ceiling golems written up there! And then... alright. And then new... I want to use the same stuff that I just used. Alright, and then this one, this one's only going to have 2 pictures on it. It's going to be Callie. Such a look. Let's see, I might need to move them down a little bit. So I also gotta be thinking of where especially for these 2 panels, where the text boxes are gonna be. But, let's see. Gigi. On top of her. cat style. Dang. You are one of my I can't spell. Favorite. I need a bigger box. Hold on. Okay, this is why we do this and kind of plan stuff out beforehand. I don't just jump straight in. There we go. Favorite people on favorite. You're one of my favorite. You're one of my favorite. Persons on the planet, and then a zoom in. Actually, I'm going to copy this time. Actually, no, I want to do this. Well, copy paste. All right, and then take this, move this down here, zoom in. I don't know about that. And I am going to make that your problem. You're one of my favorite peoples, and I'm going to make that your problem. Oh, hey! 3 minutes ago, I'm Eureka000. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. I am doing some very rough draft stuff right now. Kind of planning where all it's gonna go. But yeah, welcome. Kind of glad I have this view up. I totally would have missed that. Alright, now where to start? Okay, well, we need to start is actually by making all of this, lowering the opacity on this, and then actually figuring out how we want things to look. Okay, I definitely don't want this to be like lore accurate Cali, like rendered and shaded perfectly. I do want to do like a little chibi person. I've been actually practicing drawing like some little chibis in my own time. I'm super bad at it, mostly because I have no fucking idea what to do with the eyes. The hell, like, how do chibi eyes work? Like, what is it? I was using Made Min's chibi. It's like a reference for the kind of eye I liked, but for some reason, whenever I draw them, it just looks so weird. Consequently, it is also being drawn by a professional artist, and I barely know what I'm doing. I barely know how to use CSP, and I've been using it for 2.5 years at this point, and I still don't even know how to use gradient layers. Anyways, so all right. So let's get a little bit more. What color do I want to use? I don't want to use black just yet. I don't want to use that till the end. Oh, that's way too bright. What about this green? I'm on the wrong layer. Here we go. Okay. Alright, one thing I think I should figure out is the boundaries and where I want the actual sections to be. Because I think I have way too much room for these two down here, not enough room for these two up here, which consequently are going to be fairly detailed. Let's cheat, shall we? Let's cheat. There you are. What is the brush size? That's a huge brush size. No. Deal with that. Let's figure this out. It's kind of thin. Alright. Oh man. I feel like if I'm not way out here, it's so far. I started cutting it in half. Oh, hold on. I need to turn on the ruler. Turn that on. View. Ruler bar, there it is. Okay. I wish it would show me what's like halfway on my thing. I don't know. Okay, and then it's 4,000, so about 2,000. So right here is half. Actually, hold on a second. Then let's actually go out here. Right, 2,000. There we go. That's half. And then let's break this up into a few other bits. I have this one at 4,500, so let's make 1,500. Go up to like 3,000. If I break this down into thirds. No. There we go. See, Fuamoko got a sponsorship with Nekopara. Listen, I've never played Nekopara. I know vaguely what it is. Who was I watching years ago that was doing a playthrough of Nekopara? Who was I watching? Was it the Game Grumps? It wasn't Funhouse, was it? I was watching somebody do a playthrough of Nekopara. I genuinely don't know who it was. But there was a certain point where I was like, I'm not vibing with this game they're playing. I just didn't pick up. I just didn't keep going with it. So, or either that or they stopped the series. I don't remember which. But, oh god. But I do know it's basically... It's the Catgirl game, if you know what I mean. It's the Catgirl game. For all those reasons. Alright, 1,500 pixels didn't seem like enough. So, that's what I know it as. I'm gonna be so real. Because it's a Catgirl game and also kind of like a dating sim, but the girls are like your cats. Anyways, I wasn't really vibing with it, so I think I just stopped watching. But it's got quite the following over the years. And every once in a while, I'm always reminded that Fuamoko are not quite as say-so as we all think. Every once in a while. Doesn't come up very often, but every once in a while. Wait, where did I start? Okay, actually, hold on. I know how I'm gonna do this. Okay. And then to here. Okay, and then I'm gonna erase this bit, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I started about this 1,600 and I went up to the 400. All right, put it there, and then yeah, that should get me. Oh, I was so like, oh, I did it, I cracked the code. No, I'm a fool and a cad. Well, hold on, I just have to start at the same spot pretty much, and then just make sure it connects up right there. No one will be the wiser. No one knows. No one's measuring this shit out. It's only me. Only me. Only me. Only I will know, and I will forever be haunted by it in my dreams. But that's just the fun. That's just the extra spice that makes the life worth living. Oh well, whatever. This is sketch. Okay. All right, we got all of these. Alright, we got the basics. Now let's get a little bit more detailed on what we want from... I think one thing I need to figure out first before I do any of this, honestly, is I need to figure out what I want the chibis to actually look like. So I'm actually going to hide this. So I need a page that's just like Chibi Callie, Chibi Gigi, Callie, Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi works. But Callie and Chibi, Callie, Chiali. Alright. That doesn't really work. Chiali. I don't like that. Gigi works great. Chiali not so much. Well, whatever. Alright, this actually I'm going to do in black. Good old turnip pen. There's so many pens in the CSP store, and every once in a while I'll look through and be like, oh hey, that's cool, and download them, and then I just keep using the turnip pen. Is what it is. Is what it is. That Clippy gets no use out of me unless it's something like, oh hey, are you a leaf brush? I don't want to draw a billion leaves, I'm gonna pick you. Something like that. That gets my Clippy. But anything else, eugh. Alright, what do we want for... Start with Callie. Maybe... Callie. I'm doing this all fresh. So let's grab some on my side. Let me grab a little reference. I hate Google searches. You have to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 before it's not like Mori Calliope real life, Mori Calliope face, Mori Calliope face reveal, Mori Calliope controversy. What controversy? Mori Calliope demon dice, like we all know at this point. Mori Calliope new outfit. Hey, finally, there we go. We all know at this point, but I mean, still, come on, guys, come on. Just, Mori Calliope, let's just search for her. Just go with the images. Alright, so I want to go off of her base outfit. So, important things. Let's copy and pasta. Let's pasta this in here. Let's get the pasta. Okay. Alright, so important things that need to be included. We got the cloak, we got the dress, we got the veil, we got the pink hair, and we got the cleavage. A little bit of thigh, but we don't need to get all of that. So let's make like a little base chibi homunculus and figure out the basics that we want on it and then build out from there. Actually, I want to be doing this in blue because that's like my sketch color. Okay, there we go. I might break out the... Okay, that's a much better circle. I should do that from the beginning. 2 half circles. 2 halves make a whole after. Oh, it's a Shinigami Assistant Reaper. So I don't really watch a lot of her stuff. I don't know. It just doesn't really grab me. I think, especially when I got to the VTuber scene, I got in like 2023. So when I was hitting, it was... Let's see. I definitely think VTubing has kind of plateaued. But now it's starting to invade like the normie area, like slowly but surely. But not in the way of like normies are becoming like slowly VTuber fans. It's it's invading the normal way and is becoming normalized. Like, people have seen enough VTubers now to just be like, oh yeah, it's just a VTuber, and to move on with their lives instead of like, what's this? Of course, I wasn't around in the 20s, not the 20s, like 2020 and all of like 2017 and whatnot when it really got started, so I didn't have that reaction. In fact, I was kind of a hater. Not, well, I wouldn't call it a hater, I'd more call it like a pfft-er. Like, I was like, I don't care about that. Those guys are weird. I'm gonna move on with my life, and I did. If there's one thing I can say, is that whenever I don't like something, I'm just like, alright, weird, and move on with my life. It's maybe one of my best qualities, but might be my only good quality. We'll see. But one thing's that always... let's see. And what's some other, like... Let's see, what's some other chibis? What's some other people who do good chibis that I like? Oh! Okay, hold on. Moi Calliope Keen Biscuit. So, what are some things that make a good chibi? I used to think it was roundness, but this guy has some... He's like the chibi guy, especially for Hollow. Okay, I've seen some people do... Oh, that was just sad. Sorry. Oh. Sorry, some of these are really funny. Hold on. I think I found the reference for this entire endeavor I'm doing. Or at least inspiration, not reference. No. Give me that. Yay! I love this picture so much. I think this was from the, oh god, what was it? Alien Isolation, where Gigi was talking about, like put my hoge into your brain and, like, suck out everything. Okay, but one of the things I've noticed with chibis is roundness, but also, like, a distinct head shape. Also, the eyes are very important. Big eyes, small mouth. Also, the eyes are, like, really spread far apart. Not a lot of detail. And just, like, the basics. So, like, for him, for, like, Callie's stuff. And this is maybe not the best picture of it, but it gets the job done. He's got, like, the important stuff. He's got the cleavage. He's got the pink hair. And I don't think he has the veil in there. But he's got her sleeves. He's got the bracelet here. And the kind of, like, arm warmer. Wait, does she have, like... Oh yeah, she does have asymmetrical. Got the one shoe here, one boot, and leg warmer there. Or I guess long stocking. And then the buttons, and that's supposed to be like the inside of her dress. So yeah. As well as, like, appropriate hair length. But then there's also stuff that takes advantage of, well, that is, not takes advantage of, that's a terrible way of saying that. There are also things that are artist interpretation or artistic freedom, I will say. So things like instead of it being like two, like, thin braids like she normally has, they're much thicker. And the hair being a lot longer and going down. She has long hair, but it only goes down to, like, just above her butt. But now it's now it's going down past her butt and almost all the way down to the floor. So, a lot longer hair than normal. Actually, I think I just saw... Oh my god, hold on. I forgot about this. This is the first... This is the first art I think I ever saw of King Biscuit. Hold on. It's like a Bibu and Fuumoco. I have no idea what this was from. This was when I was like just starting to get into Hollow. I remember seeing this. I don't remember where I saw this. I think it was in like a YouTube thumbnail or something. I need the Banabot. Okay. There we go. Need a Banabot. I think this was the first one I ever saw, and it was probably in relation to whatever collab this was. Definitely some horror game. Who was the first person in Hololive that I saw? And actually, the question is if I actually knew it was Hololive. That's the thing. It was probably... I'm thinking back to, it would have been around like September, October of 2023. Actually, I think the first person who I saw was Callie, because I watched a ton of Iron Mouse clips, and she's the person that originally got me into this, and she's obviously friends with Callie. I remember seeing a couple clips with her. I think she was the first Hololive person I saw. Yeah. I remember that. Okay. And then I think it was... Who was it after that? I think it was Bibu, honestly. It was Bibu. And then I started seeing Fuumoco clips. And then I think Nerissa. And then I think I started seeing like some Kiara and like other mid stuff, and obviously Gura and Promise. And I think I started, let's see, but it wasn't until I would check out like Nerissa and like Bibu every now and then, but it wasn't until I like fully decided to check out Shiori that I was like, oh, okay, now I'm locked in. Because it would always be like a, kind of check him out for a bit, watch him for a bit, but never like finish a stream. But it wasn't until I checked out Shiori, as soon as I think it was, oh god, it was actually a Parrot 4chan video where, and it was about like the Advent debuts, and because I was just getting into it, and I was watching all of those videos and stuff like that, because I was like, this kind of gives me a background on like all this stuff that I missed over the past couple years, and I remember it was a section where everyone was like freaking out, like, oh, she's like some sort of like crazy yandere GFE type, and I was like, yeah, that's not for me. Then it was, and everyone being really excited about that, and that's what I thought she was, because I saw like that one picture of her just like, yeah, with the tears coming down and the running mascara. And I was like, hell no, that's not for me. But then she actually came out and she wasn't that, and she had like a super cute voice, and everyone was mad that she wasn't this thing that I thought she was, and I was like, oh, I've judged this cookie wrong. So I went in to watch her, and I was immediately hooked. And then I started watching Fun. It was kind of over after that. I do miss seeing her interact with everybody. I especially love Gigi's and Fauna's collabs. Those were so much fun. They had such good chemistry. I still watch her a lot. I still watch Nimi. I love her on her own, but I do miss that chemistry. That's the hard thing. And that's always going to be the hardest thing. I mean, I'm used to Hold on, I'm gonna sit down. Like, I started watching VTubers in late 2023, so people leaving corpos and going indie, especially late 2023 and early 2024. Especially because the first corpo I actually started to get into was Gigi in January of 2024. Because I decided to check out Homu's graduation announcement stream and then watch a bunch of her clips and then realize I'd absolutely missed out on Peak. Like, I just absolutely missed out on Peak. Anyways, yeah, then I started watching a bunch of clips, then all the stuff with like Selena and Doki happened. I'm like, I think I'm just not gonna, we're just not gonna deal with this fandom. We're just not gonna do it. We're just not gonna do it. So I stayed away from them. Although it's been a bit. I do want to check out both Dobio and Rosemi. But at the same time, I don't really like a lot of the practices I know go on behind the scene. Like, I think it was they were kind of a joke, but it was Victoria Brightshield, aka Mogu, like in her graduation announcement, all the stuff that she said of just being like so done and not knowing if she likes content creation anymore, and all of this stuff, it kind of stopped being funny and a joke at that point. It was just like, nah. Like, there's people in there that I feel like it'd be cool to check out, but it's, I don't know. It's just, the door to the sausage factory has been opened, and the process by which it is, the door to the sausage factory has been opened, and it can't be closed anymore. If that makes sense. It's like, it's hard to support someone when you know there's all that stuff that's going on behind the scenes. And when you are supporting, you're also supporting all that, to some extent. That's hard. So I just decided to stay away. Yeah, but they were the first one I was getting into, but I got into the wrong time. I had a feeling though. I was like, oh man, I really want to watch like some of these like old like streams and whatnot. And I was like really starting to get into Niji. I was following Anna Alouette, and then everything happened. And I had a feeling like, hey, if you really want to watch all this stuff, it's kind of now or never. I was like, nah, there'll be plenty of time. I'll probably like slowly tsundere my way into this fandom like I usually do with most things. No, I should have listened to that feeling I had. It was right. It was very much right. All right, hold on, I want to get rid of this. But yeah, that was the first thing I saw. Someone, like some clip channel had used that. Anyways, I just took a little trip down memory lane. Okay, so I do really like his chibis. And then, let me make a chibi mint. Because I do like that chibi as well. Chibi, made mint. Yeah, this, like, specifically her model. I really like it. Made mint model, not some other chibis. I'm gonna be going off the official stuff, guys. Okay. Why are these all just... I'm looking at images. Is no one just taking like a screenshot of her? Can I just have like the screenshot, please? That would be great. And not just like... By the way, the upgrade from Min's 2.0 to Min's 3.0 is crazy. I feel like I need to do an art study on like the differences, because her 2.0 is good, but there's something slightly uncanny about it. I can't put my finger on it, but the model that Ayami drew is so good. So good. Taste this. Yay! And when Mint was in like Japan this last time, and she wasn't streaming a bunch, I started watching, what is it? EP Sleepy, who just like debuted with Phase Connect. Because I was like, oh hey, she seems pretty cool. But I knew it was because I just missed Mint in that model, because I have the same Clip Studio. Hello. Eliosint, hello. Hi. Welcome. I'm using Clip Studio. And I'm trying to learn how to draw chibis. By the way, I don't know if you just stumbled in here. I'm not a professional artist. I'm not. I'm trying to learn, but I'm just streaming the process of learning it. But hi, welcome, hello. I'm just grabbing some reference of things that I like. Okay, so needless to say, circular head. I'm on the wrong layer. Is this the layer I want? No, is this the layer that I want? I put that on this layer, really? Okay, well, hold on. We're just gonna this one, right? Yeah, cut and paste. Okay, that puts that on its own thing. Right? Right? No. I used to draw with Clip Studio and then Krita, and now I use Photoshop. Okay, cool. I've only ever used Clip Studio, and it's the only thing that I'm used to at this moment. Well, used to, but I barely know how to use it still. It's been 2 years. Like this right here, where I'm trying to like move this to its own layer. What's going on? Why are you doing your thing? Oh my god. Oh, that's why I'm not doing anything, because... There we go. Okay. And then I want to... There we go. Okay, now it's... Now these are on this layer. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness. Alright. Create a now Photoshop. Cool. Let's see. I think you're probably a bit of an artist. How long have you been drawing for? That's not what I wanted. I do not need it to be that big. Alright, so let's figure out the head shape, because that's going to be the most important, because it's 90% of the mass on GB. Let's see. Let's see. I'm also going to figure out one that I like. Let's see. Mint's got more of like a football head. Well, King Biscuit likes to make his a little bit more boxy. Let's try the boxy look. See how I like that. Oh my goodness gracious. Try some stuff. Use pen pressure. Yeah, to some extent. I'm just not very good at it. There we go. I'm one of those... I'm really bad with pen pressure. I'm one of those people who still to this day, when I'm playing video games, if I need to hit a button, I'm hitting it about as hard as I can over intentionally. It's like, Grog can't know how to use controller. I'm honestly surprised some of my controllers exists. What is it? When I was playing Elden Ring, I literally wore out the O button on my controller. And it wouldn't work. And I realized that the way I realized it is I found out that there was this huge input delay. I would press it and be like, "Tch," and then there would be like a full like half second, and then it would do a roll. I was like, I've broken this button. Also hitting it because I was frustrated didn't help. Yeah, I had to get a new controller. All right, this is a little, well, it is a little thick because you're gonna have hair in here too. All right, so. Let's see, if I go with the more, if I go with the more, I have so many random searches. No, I want to go back until, yeah, okay. Kelly doesn't really show her ears in her official artwork, does she? Oh my god. No, let me, what are you doing? Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Can you just cite? Yes, thank you. Okay, yes, I'm using an ad blocker. Is your Discord link doesn't work? Oh yeah, that hasn't worked for a long time. I need to fix that. I need to fix that. Actually, I set that up forever ago. I think I set that up in like 2023. And my computer, I've gotten a new computer since then. I don't remember the login for that specific Discord account anymore. I think I have to, I gotta go and get that fixed. I meant to do that forever ago. Although, I just remembered why I didn't. It's because there was somebody else that was in chat and it was like, oh, hey, why don't they share something in Discord? I was like, oh, cool. And then as I was chatting more in chat, I found that the person was 17. I was like, oh, no, you're not, nope. You're not getting my Discord, sorry. Nope. And then I never fixed it after that. So, that is what it is. All right, can I still, I don't even remember how to do this. I'll have to figure this out later. I'm in the middle of drawing something. Actually, I used to be able to do this. How did I do this? This is gonna bother me now. Oh, do I just click here? And then switch accounts. I don't know. Which accounts? Do I not have the other account in here? I don't have the other account in here. Yeah, no, I don't have the other account in here. And I don't remember the password for it. Yep, I'll have to fix that later. That's something I need to do off stream though. Because that's gonna take some recovering and me actually remembering how I got logged into it in the first place. My computer's died a few times in between. Let's see. Okay. I'm now starting to see why he makes her hair like as thick as he does. Because then he can just put like a little like boop for an ear over here and cover up the rest with hair. I'm now seeing why he does that. Let's see, what did you wanna message me or share something? What was it? I'm really not feeling the boxiness. It looks weird. I think I'm gonna go with a more football shape. Another thing I should be doing to make my life a billion times easier. 1 second. Hold up. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let's set a symmetry line. There we go. Let's set a symmetry line. Because if anything, chibis are very symmetrical. It's supposed to be cute. Let's try this, shall we? No, always the wrong. Alright. Chibis are symmetrical and hairy. If I'm looking at this correctly. What site is this? Oh, fandom. Okay, that's why it's like this. Okay, I see now. This is gonna take me a couple streams to get right, that's a fact. Let's see. The eyes especially. Because I have to decide how I want to do them. Because they always... And they're very important for chibis. I tried... What is it? I should probably show that. I should probably finish that, actually. Actually, hold on. I kind of like that. Especially, what color eyes does Mori have? She's got pink eyes. Hold on, let me move. move that reference. And actually, let me grab a color here. Hold on a second. Let me lock these pixels. Hold on a second. And then if I... No, I don't want to just make them darker. Let's mess with this color a little bit. And like, for like a little bit of like an outline. Instead of going darker, let's just go redder. Let's just go straight down. Okay. And then maybe even redder. Okay, that's actually looking more like what I want. Like outside and on the insides. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. All right. I need to fix where I put these holes in the middle, especially on this side. All right, and then what if I blended this a bit? What do I got? I want to blur actually. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to make it bigger, stronger, faster. The eyes are so important for chibis because they take up 90% of the face. Everything on chibis, I think, is either 90% or 10%. There is no in between. At least that is the impression that I am getting. But I tried making a chibi in the past, and it was for Minto, and it was of the various Mintos. What was it? It was like Minto, Minky, and like all of them. Actually, I'm kind of on the fence about that. Grab that real quick. Yeah, it's over there. Do a little bit of blur. That's doing it to the other side, right? No, it's not. Ah, dang it. I'm just trying stuff right now to see if we like it. I do like it. It kind of gives her like donut eyes. It's probably a little too detailed for a chibi, gotta be honest. But I do kind of like the donut eyes. Oh, the thing I'm thinking most is I kind of want to make the inner part of the eye white. Okay, that's because I have this. There we go. And then maybe... I kind of want to make the inner part of the eye white. Oh. Man, I hate messing around with all these, like, tolerance and gap closing and all this stuff. Because it's either not enough or... too much. Now it's like spilling over. And I don't want you to do that. Maybe I need to turn down the area scaling? I really just go through and I like mess around with these settings until it finally just starts doing what I want it to do. Maybe I need to turn the tolerance down. Okay, that's helping. We'll turn it down to like 2. Okay, there we go. Okay, but that left like... up to 5 then. That leaves like the tiniest bit in there. You can't see it though. But the thing is that you can kind of tell in the final, because you're like, hey, what's this? Why does it look a little bit off in this area? Maybe we'll turn it up to like 7. I feel like 10 was too much. Okay, maybe if we turn up the area scaling, B? Okay, no, we need to have the area scaling down. Can I have it at 0? Okay, that's actually what I want. That's actually perfect. Okay. Looks like I don't want to mess with area scaling. Do I like the white? Because here's the thing. Well, let's look at Senor Keen Biscuit. He just makes his eyes like black dots, or Senor Keen Biscuit. Or when he does do eyes, it's always just the black dot in the middle and like white irises on the outside. But he only ever does like big eyes if it's for effect. So I think keeping the eyes simple is for the best. But then, well, that's at least his style of doing it. But then you have Mint's eyes, and they're pretty simple too. And they do have the white in the middle. No, I think I'm just gonna have to play around with it and see what I like. I know I didn't really like the square head. Wasn't too big of a fan of that, so I want to keep it like football. I do kind of like the donut eyes though. Oh my god, I was just thinking, I do the donut eyes, and then if I ever draw Fu and Boko, I could have their eyes be ponderings. That's kind of fun. Okay, I like that idea a lot more now, actually. Alright, gotta play around with stuff and see what you like. See what you like, see what you like. Little donut eyes, never hurt nobody. At the end of the day, there's no hard and fast rules. But there's kind of things that you like, hey, I see a bunch of people doing this, so might as well. Well, there must be a reason why. Especially when it comes to chibis, so. usually it seems like it's best to keep it simple, stupid. I'm looking at some of his other ones. I have a lot of questions about some of these. Especially a certain beach Mori with an inner tube with a very questionable deadbeat on it. Or no, that's more of like her. So the deadbeats are just skeletons. But who's like the cool like Reaper dude? Is he just Shinigami? I think so. I forget what he's called. I don't know. I've never known, and I never will know. You can't tell me. I refuse to learn. All right. I do worry about that. Helioscent. I think it was kind of weird that he was like, use pen pressure, like, and then I asked him if he drew. He didn't respond to that, or they, or whoever they are. And then immediately went to like the Discord. I probably do need it. Well, I'm a bit on the fence of what to do with the Discord, because I feel like it's something I do need to set up again, but I don't know how. And I'm a bit worried that I'm gonna make some mistake and it's gonna get like flooded with bots or something like that. Because I don't have any protections against that, because I don't have any bots or anything in it. I just set it up and made channels. I didn't do anything else with it. So if I'm gonna be honest, it's probably a good thing it's not working. Yeah. Yeah, anyways. Alright, let's keep going with ideas. Alright, nope, we don't want. Alright. I like the football more. I do like the donut eyes. Or donut eye. Let's see. What should I do with the mouth? So. That's fun. But mouth is kind of small, and mouth is also kind of high. That's something that's noticeable on both, so like maybe a little cheek action. It's a little too big, I think. Little cheek action. It's maybe a little too kawaii. Maybe just a little. Okay, I kind of like that, honestly. Hold on. One thing I think I do need to do is, because this is actually starting to bother me. I want to, since I like the donut eye, I'm going to move it over to the other side as well. And we're just going to copy and paste it, because why not? Hi! Copy and paste. There we go. Alright, and then I want to put this on the layer below. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Donut eyes for days. I do like the donut eyes. Although, one thing I'm probably going to have to do is, once I actually have the donut eyes that I like, let's see. It's also, like, symmetricality and asymmetry, but like very intentional asymmetry. Obviously in places where it has to do with like character design and the asymmetry they put into that, they will they will copy, or at least not copy, but they will incorporate that into the design as well. But let's see, especially in one where it's I'm looking at Keen Biscuit stuff. It's one where it's Callie and it's Kobo, and Callie, well, it's Callie holding up Bibu and Kobo like it's like, you brats. But both of them have like big eyes, but they're kind of squished and going off at different directions, making it look like they're two little like gremlins. It's very like, very intentional asymmetry. It's definitely not like, their eyes are definitely not perfect circles, but if they were perfect circles, they would look like they were like actually scared. But because they're not perfect circles, and their pupils are kind of like not centered and kind of just staring off randomly, and they're kind of weird shapes, it gives them the look of like, I'm just a little, I'm just a little kusogaki, just a little shit. I love that word, kusogaki. It means little, like you little shit, but it's like an affectionate. That's funny. So stuff like that is stuff like that is to remember. Of course, I think that's more of an advanced technique. I am just getting started out. And then what should we do for the body? Let's have just like a little like base body to work with. Let's see. The real question is, how much neck do I want them to have? Going off of Keen Biscuit stuff, they only have a neck if needed for a joke, but Mint does have a little bit of a neck. I think that's all up to the artist. I'm not really feeling a neck, I'm gonna be honest. I was about to undo that, then I was like, wait a second, that kind of works for the cape if I want to keep that. Okay, I'm immediately not feeling that cape. It's feeling like way too much detail. Well, maybe not. Let's see. No, I'm not feeling the cape. I'm really not feeling that cape. Not feeling any of that body, honestly. I'm gonna be so real. Don't like it. Didn't like it. I think it was too thick. Well, now it just looks like the Discord logo. Although I think anything's gonna look at the Discord logo. I think I'm making it too long. I'm gonna make it short and boxy. There we go. Okay, I like that a little bit more. We're getting somewhere now. Alright. Use your Discord link doesn't work. I don't think their first language was English, but that's alright. Alright, arms. Arms are coming out of the shoulders. For both. Definitely more detail on Mint's minced chibi than there is Keen Biscuits. Although Keen Biscuits just does his quickly. They're meant to be just little doodles. Little dudes. I don't like these hands. I like the start, but I did not like how they ended. We're getting rid of those bad boys, because that's what they are. Just bad. Let's see. How does he do hands? Okay. I think I'm just making them just way too big. So it needs to be about small and cute. Small and cute. There we go, that's a little bit better. Although that's kind of baby. A little too small. Ah! I went too far back. Alright. Maybe I'll make the arms just a touch longer. Just ever so touch longer. Big thumb. Little fingies. No. Big thumb. Finger. 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 Let's see. I think the pen I'm using it might be a little bit too big for this, which is kind of hindering this. Let's take this back. Start over. I think it's down to about like 15. There we go. I have more fine control over size of the fingers. That's better, not quite as baby. We like that, we like that. Alright, now where to put the feet, because if you put them in at all, it makes them look kind of Martian-ish. I want to keep them out to the side. No, I don't like that. They're too big and weird. Alright, they need to be... I think it's also kind of doing like the Smurf thing with the feet. I'm not too big a fan of. Alright. Okay, I like that more. Let's see, should they be that thick though? No, I don't think it should be that thick. Not at all. Not at all. Okay, there we go. I like that a little bit more. It does look insane. Especially with how thick I made the initial line. But we're getting somewhere. I wonder if the body isn't a little too thick. Actually, I think that is a thing. I made the body a little bit too thick. And that makes it look less like a chibi and more like just a small person. Okay, hold on. Let's actually just shrink the whole body then. Okay. Okay. We do that. Keep the feet about the same size. And make the arms longer and bigger. Okay. Give them kind of basically orangutan arms. See, GBs are all secretly orangutans. Okay, well, that's something new every day. Okay, and then thumb, finger, finger, finger. Okay, here we go. It's like more like a chibi. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Boy, howdy, I just... that yawn I had a while ago, I felt my energy just go like, I'm doing great. Boom! Ugh. Okay, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go. Ugh. Actually, this might be something I continue working on off stream, because I got some stuff to take care of. Yeah. I might work on this a bit more. I might work on this a bit every day. I've been doing some anatomy practice, but I might work on this a little bit. And, well, I might see if I can't finish up, like, the designs. Maybe I'll finish up the designs on stream and then kind of put everything together off stream. Because once I finish up the designs and I have something that I actually like, it's going to go pretty quick from there. But I got to figure that out first. And I think once I just figure out, like, an initial, like, body shape, then I just have to, like, literally, like, okay. This is the basic form. Now we just play with it. Put Gigi's hair on it this time, and what the Callie's and whatnot. And it's basically just Polly Pocket them, or is it Polly Pocket? Yeah, that's one that you put all the stuff on. Yeah, basically just Polly Pocket them. Yep. All right. That's where I'm gonna call it for today, though. Probably do need to fix up that Discord. Well, I probably need to fix up the Discord and, like, get some sort of, like, protection in there. I don't know what. I think I need to figure out how I want to keep it from, like, getting spammed by bots first. Actually, no, first I need to figure out how to get it back. Then we'll figure out how to keep it from getting spammed by bots. We'll see. We'll see. Anyways, it's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun, but it has not been a fun reel. I'll see you guys, not tomorrow. It's probably Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. But not tomorrow. I usually don't stream on Fridays, and I can kind of feel my voice getting not cool. Yeah, I need to be drinking. I always forget to do that. All right, you guys have a good